Hi, this is Arif from TechShare. Today I'm going to share my first video. Uh, the main objective of this channel is to share the technology stack that normally I worked with. I have been working in Sitecore platform for almost 5 years now. Also, I did work extensively on Microsoft.NET platform and also different front end tech stack like Angular or React. So whenever I will get any opportunity, I'll share those videos. So today, as a beginning, what I want to share is this little website developed in React, and this guy developed this this web application. So here in YouTube, you will find this tutorial, very nice tutorial. I must would say that, and this tutorial is conducted by Coding Addict, and well, I was learning React for a couple of days now, 1 week or so. I was trying to build something in React, and that's why I was actually looking into the YouTube and I found that awesome video and I found this awesome tutorial where that guy created a React based website from the scratch, and also it includes very nice uh, React different in terms of features and everything they used it. And also it has very nice thing like if you go room, then you have this nice design. Also the banner you can see here. Again, this is all your different component. So this is the service component, this is the featured room, and here you are gonna see all the different kind of featured room. And since this is all component based, so you're going to or reuse all these components in different pages as well. So here you have this home, and then this is your rooms, where you're gonna see all the different kind of rooms. So far so good. So since I had the experience of Sitecore and currently working on this, so I was thinking, okay, this is a really good example would be if I use this kind of approach in Sitecore. So why not I develop similar kind of application in Sitecore where all these contents like this rooms page, you are gonna see all these different component. In the home you're also going to see all the different components. So what if I develop those components in Sitecore and reuse those components while we're developing this web application in Sitecore backend? So what's gonna look like that? So yeah, I was actually getting a lot of interest to do that. So here you can see this is the React based application. By the way, that source and all the image and data you're gonna see here in this page, home and rooms, they are static. Means we have a JS file where all this image and data is stored. So we just use that. But for Sitecore, those contents will be inside the Sitecore. The Sitecore is going to serve all those contents for us. Therefore, we are going to get all the things actually dynamically from Sitecore. Means we can actually create content in the Sitecore. We can modify any content and we can publish. And as soon as we publish, we're going to get those changes in the website. So we are going to see that very soon. So let me first show you guys. So this is the React based website, and here there is the other tab. So this one is Sitecore. You see that. So I have used Sitecore 9.2, and this is the Sitecore developed or Sitecore backed website. So here what I did, let me show you. So if you go the room page, then you're gonna see the same similar kind of view where you have this if you click our rooms, then you're gonna go this rooms page eventually. Then you're going to see all these different kind of rooms, as well as the same kind of thing where you have that different featured room. And if you're gonna click any of these, then you're gonna go the details view of that particular room. So far, so good. So let me show you the approach we need to do in order to develop the thing in Sitecore. But before jumping into the Sitecore, what I would like to show you guys the React-based application that we have. So because that will actually clear the concept of how we implement the similar kind of concept, the component that we used or we developed in React, how we're gonna use the same kind of concept in Sitecore. So for that, you can see here the React application. We have this component and the pages. So this is a different page, and again we are going to reuse all those components in those different pages. So now um, I really don't want to show a lot of things from this React application that really makes the thing really messy. So what I would like to do is to get the things like this app css. So this is the key for the application, I believe, because I'm not a front-end developer, sorry, css developer or css guy. I really don't like to use even css because I really don't understand that. So I really take the whole css from this application, and definitely I will use all of those components but in a different ways in Sitecore. So let's jump into the Sitecore project now. Okay, so this is our Sitecore launch pod, and here you're gonna see this content editor. I assume that the audience or the guy who are going to see this video, definitely you guys know about Sitecore, what is Sitecore, and how we can install Sitecore and everything. So I can assume that everything is sorted before starting this video. So in the content editor, uh, look, I really did not create those templates and items inside code in a standard way, but I just implemented the thing that I saw inside the React. So it's something like, I try to implement as soon as possible, as quickly as possible, in fact. So yeah, I mean, it took me around 3 4 hours, but yeah, I mean, literally I get it done. So first thing first, so in the Sitecore, you have to create your different pages, different components that we already saw in React, as well as we also need to use the Visual Studio very frequently with this. So these two settings, these two side work you have to do in order to create anything in Sitecore. I believe you already know about that. So let me show you guys the project structure of that same project that I showed you in React. So I named the project as Base Resort, and yeah, most importantly, it has three references that we are going to use from Sitecore. So we have the Sitecore kernel, Sitecore MVC, and Sitecore MVC.analytics. Now, I am using only two controllers: featured rooms controller and service controller. Look, I mean, this application is like, this is really simple application. This is not very big, and as the application grows, we're going to add all the different controllers and views and everything. So the very first thing in Sitecore, what we need to do is, okay, so here we have the very important piece, very important file is this layout file. Okay, so if we see this layout file, this is the container. Okay, and here you you can see different placeholders. So we have the in the main layout. So layout file is something is going to share for all the pages that we are going to use in our application, right? So here you can see that every pages that we are going to use, we have these four placeholders. One placeholder nav that's gonna contain the navigation of the application, and then the other placeholder I name it as hero, that is kind of the background image. Okay, and in the background image, if we see the application here, so this is our background image. You can see nice sea view, and inside that background image we have a banner, very nice kind of banner. So right now we can see the banner says luxurious rooms. Now, so this banner, so if you see this hero, so this placeholder hero, and we also have this hero, uh, we can say this as component. So this hero component, if you open that CSHTML file, okay, so this is my hero component. So inside the hero component you can see there is a another there is another placeholder called banner. Okay, so what does it mean? So I believe the guy who already works in Sitecore, they already know about this. So this is nothing but a placeholder where we can inject our component, or you can say a user control or something like this, or a custom HTML. So this banner, you can see there is this banner component where it is now hard coded completely. So yeah, and there is a problem. So hard coded means, for example, if you open, so in this home, you can see here it says luxurious room. But if you open rooms, then you see this luxurious room replaced with our rooms with no subtitle, and also this return home, and here it says our rooms. So for that, we actually, if we could develop this banner in a way where we could reuse the same banner by providing some data from Sitecore, that would be really good. That I will actually do as a improvement of this application in the later part of this video. But for now, what we have is we have this banner and also this room banner, so that now we can at least have different banners to use in two different pages. Okay, so again, this layout file important, and then all these different components. And again, the style and everything, I exactly followed the same way that been followed inside that React based application. And here is this resource file where I have copy paste all the thing that I got from that application. Okay, so now this is our project file, and let me open this controllers. So we have now first this featured rooms controller. This controller actually does all the work related to listing down your rooms, your featured rooms, as well as um, the list of rooms it's gonna be using inside the room page, and this featured will be using inside the details view for a particular featured or room. Means, for example, if you click on a featured room, then let me show you instead. So this is our home page. So if you click this room, then you're gonna land with this room. Let me open my Sitecore one. Yeah, so if you click this one, then you're gonna land with this details view of that room. And so this content will be served with this in point. featured endpoint. This index is going to give you all the featured rooms of your web applications. Okay, so we have another controller, service controller. So this is quite straightforward for now. So this is just nothing but to give you all the available service that you're going to provide in this web application. So should I start from where? Maybe Sitecore side. Okay, so in order to create a Sitecore backed application, the first thing we need is our site. So here this is the default configured site. So this home. So by default, if I use this host here, so we have our site running. So this is the site that this home content or rendering is already default provided by Sitecore. I did not modify any of this, so we are going to see the default site. But in this home existing site, I have used this home item. So this is actually our entry point of this application. Okay, now let me show you first the template. So in the template, we're gonna see here the template I organized this way. So we have the base template, and base template is nothing but just empty. I actually like this approach. Maybe the naming, you might prefer some other convention, but I actually like this underscore at the beginning. Okay, so this base template, and then you have different template. For example, we have this featured room template. Okay, so you see all the things. Featured room, okay, the naming is tricky here. I use featured room as a name, but I'm actually using the same template for room as well. So featured room is nothing but to represent a particular room in details. Means you have the main image, so the image that is going to focus. So for example, when we see that room here, so this is the image, right? So this is the sorry, not here, so here. So this is the main image of that double deluxe or family deluxe or presidential. So when you click that, this family deluxe or presidential might have 10, 15 different images. So for that, we have these other images. We call it as okay. So for that, we have this featured room, a different template for that. Okay. So the way I organize that, I'm going to show you later, but this is the featured room item, and here we have all the different rooms. So the organization I did like this. So okay, I'll explain this on a bit later. So we have the navigation bar template, but still I did not use that navigation bar template. I'll use later part of this video, maybe in a different tutorial. And the most important is this page template. The so page template is represented by is represented to all of the pages that we are going to use in this application. And this page templates, if you see the content, then you can see the all the template we have here, they are inherited from base template, so that we have a sort of control from where we can provide some sort of extra data or anything if you need in future. And we have these services template as well, where we have different thing like service title, service icon, and service info. So if you need any another field, then we are going to use this one. Okay, and then here we have the main. Okay, for that, first thing is this page. So all of the pages we are using here, so for now we are using four pages: single room, rooms, home, and featured room. So all of those four pages actually using this page template, based on this page template. So that's why in the standard values we actually set the presentation layer, presentation details, and we use the presentation details as I already told you that it has this navigation bar, the header menu, and the background image. It means whenever we are going to create a page, that page must have a navigation bar and a background image. Okay. Okay. So now, if we see the application, running application, then we can see that our room page has the extra layer called service, or extra component we can say. And again, it has the featured rooms component as well, whereas our room space doesn't have the featured room as well as the services component, right? And again, when we click a particular room, or we're going to land in a details page where it only has the detail information, it doesn't have either the other two information like the service and the featured information. So for that, we only provided the base information as this hero or the background image and this banner. I hope it is quite clear now. So now, so this is our home page. So if we go and preview that in experience editor, then we're going to see that this home page has this extra information like this service and featured room component. So for that, if we see our presentation details for this home, then this navbar and hero was inherited from the base template, whereas our banner, our services, and featured rooms, these three extra component, we are going to push inside the home page so that we can see that. So for that, what we did is, I already have showed you inside Visual Studio that we have those different component, and here in the layout and renderings, I have this definition of this component. So here you can see, for example, this banner. So banner, I use this views banner.cshtml. Clear. And then featured room, I have used this controller and this action. And this featured rooms, I use this index. So this featured rooms component is representing the featured component, and featured room, so this is a single featured room. These rooms, it is using the same controller but different in point. It is the featured, it is actually representing the details view. Whenever we are going to click any on of that room, then we are going to land in a page, so that will represent this endpoint feature. And similarly, you have this hero. Hero is nothing, I mean, it is just a fixed design for now. So this banner is important as well, so we will actually refactor this banner. So currently it is a static view or a static CSS HTML or HTML. We have different banner, so one is for the home, another on for the room. So that's why we have these two banners. We are going to use a single banner, and we'll refactor such a way that we can use a single banner in different pages by providing different values as a parameters. And also we have this room list, where we have this featured room, the same controller, but we have a different endpoint room list, where it actually give you the list of all the rooms. Okay, so how? Okay, let me show you the action. Okay, how actually the application is working and what is the benefit of backing your application in Sitecore. This is also very important because React, very nice thing, but again, in order to serve the content in React as well, you really need some sort of backend. Maybe you can use the Contentful or any other kind of backend service or content provider where you're going to serve your content dynamically to your applications. But Sitecore, everything will be there. This is also a kind of CMS, so you are actually easy to use this one. Okay, so the main benefit here is, for example, this is our featured room. Okay, and uh, interesting field of this featured room, but or we can say the room collection. So this is all we have in the room collection. So here it has a interesting property called is featured. So now double basic is not ticked as a feature, right? That's why, for example, if we refresh our homepage, we don't see the double, the name it was double basic. So let's just take this one and save it. Now refresh. You can see this double basic appear here in this page. The picture or image, I use the same set of pictures that I have right now, so maybe we are going to use this one dynamically. This is very very easy. And again, anytime if we want to take out any of these featured rooms from that collection, then we can easily do that. Again, if you need to add a new featured room, for example, so you can easily do that. Okay, so that's about the featured room. But what about the image? So this image is represented like, so you have this double basic where it has a main image, right? And also the other image, so the structure I actually maintained like that. So this double basic has, for example, 5 images, so you can actually add or remove as necessary the images. That is also completely dynamically controlled by, say, by the application and also the definitely Sitecore. So again, this is the important piece. And also the service. So service, I have this five services right now. So again, if we see this services list, we have 1 2 3 4 5. And again, anytime you can delete or add your service as required here. So that's gonna be, for example, right now this is strongest beer, I'm gonna delete this one. Okay, so no need to delete from here. We can again delete from our main item as well. So in the main item we have the list of services. So for example, if I just get rid of this strongest beer and save it, then if we refresh our page, then you can see now it is 4. So this is all about the magic of content management system. Again, if we edit, so this is the experience editor. So you guys know in the experience editor you can provide the data dynamically, right? So now we have the home, and here you have the so you can straight away modify your value 22, for example. Save it. It's saved. So this is just inline edit you can do. Again, you can pick your different image dynamically. So your image library, if you have different images, then you can pick that on as well. Okay, so again here the price, the image, everything can be customizable uh, at in the fly. And also the thing it doesn't support right now is, for example, this luxurious room and this information, because this piece of information is coming from the HTML, not from the Sitecore through the field or the items. So that's why you can't edit those ones. So that in the next video I am going to share how we make this banner component uh, in a way from where we can provide the values like this title and also the subtitle. Subtitle is deluxe rooms is starting at 299, and also this button URL, and the button contents dynamically from the content management system to our components so that we can reuse as necessary. I think the video is already very big. I did not show you how to implement the full application in Sitecore, but I showed you the different thing. I already going to share you guys the repository of this application in the description below, so you can actually have a look. This is very easy. As I already told you, if you are targeted, if my audience is like already know the Sitecore thing, then probably easily know this one. So okay, for now this is all for today. Next video I'm going to share how can we customize, and till then, please like my video, share or subscribe my channel. Bye bye.